What is an electrovalent ball?
Tell me, what is the reason that sports like Kho, football, these sports are not that much prevalent, such as cricket or other games in India? You said your father is working as a driver, right? And
Yes.
he has been working in UAE, as you said?
Yes.
Okay. So, what are your struggles you have seen growing up? Because your father must have been UAE and you are here with your mother in India. So, what kind of struggles have you seen here?
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Ashik PS. I am 19 years old. I am from Irinjalakoda in Thrissur district in Kerala. But my education, I completed my 10th from CBSE board with an overall of 87.8%, and in 12th I have 92.9% overall and 90% in PCM from Kerala State Board. My father, Mr. Shaiju, is a hard-working driver who is currently working in United Arab Emirates. My mother is Miss CGCS, who is a homemaker. They have worked really hard to get me to this position. When I was a child, I was an overweight child, so I decided to reduce my weight into a healthy range. For that, I have really worked hard consistently and reduced my weight nearly 15 kgs. And since that time, I have made football as my hobby to maintain my physical fitness, and I also watch movies in my free time. Talking about my achievements, I have won first prize in Kho in sub-district level when I was in 12th, and I have also been appointed as the health minister when I was in my 10th class. My father has been working in abroad for nearly 15 years. So after joining the Merchant Navy and becoming a successful Merchant Navy officer, I want to become financially stable and give him a good retirement life. So my ultimate goal is to become a best Merchant Navy officer and make my family proud.
Okay, all right. Ashik, I can see here that you are a sports person, right?
Yes.
You've been associated with football and Kho. Okay. Tell me, what is the reason that sports like Kho, football, these sports are not that much prevalent, such as cricket or other games in India? What is your thought about it?
Football is really famous coming to in South India, especially in Kerala. There is the
But
football
it is confined to only one specific state, or
Yeah.
maybe two. Let's say Bengal, right?
Yes, sir.
Why it's not that famous, like cricket? Why it's not, celebrated like other games?
Back then, when the Britishers colonized India, they first introduced this cricket to us. From that time onwards, the Indians have been playing more the cricket games. From that time, the cricket has gained more popularity by the time, and also India has become very successful in the sports field of cricket. So the Indian government is also they are also increasing the football cricket. They are promoting more of the cricket than football. That's why cricket is more famous in India.
Okay. All right. I'm not satisfied with your point exactly. Okay. But okay, it's your thought. I just want to know one more thing. You said your father is working as a driver, right? And
Yes,
he has been working in UAE, as you said?
Yes.
Okay. So, what are your struggles you have seen growing up? Because your father must have been UAE and you are here with your mother in India. So, what kind of struggles have you seen here?
So as we were growing up, he could not be with us. That's the main point. Even for big celebrations or any events in my family, he was not able to attend the events because he had to work for us. He had to earn for us. For that, he had sacrificed so much. And before he was in UAE, he had worked in Saudi Arabia. There he had gone for driver as a job, but he lost his job in there and had to work nearly 1 year as a construction worker and do labor for nearly 1 year completely without even telling to my mother that he is doing work as a construction worker. He then revealed this after years, after I was grown up. So I think that was his. He has struggled so much for us. By not showing his struggle to us, he had gave me very perfect good life.
Okay, Ashik, you don't have to be loud here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Just speak in a moderate tone, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't be loud. Okay. Like you said that you are inspired to join Merchant Navy. Tell me, what do you understand by this term life at sea? What do you conclude about this term life at sea?
Life at sea, like it gives us the idea that how much you miss your family and how much mental pressure you will have at the in sea while working, and it will be we have to, there will not be any social life in sea, but still you have to work efficiently, you have to work efficiently, so that will be a little bit harder, but I believe that I can manage that at sea. And also the phone calls and with the family will be limited. That is also a negative point, but still I will try my best to become mentally strong.
Now, there comes my next question related to that only. You said you will become mentally strong and you will try to manage situations over there, right? So tell me some strengths you have, some skills that will, allow me to select you. So my direct question to you, what are your strengths and weaknesses through which I can, I can take you as a candidate, I can select you in my company?
My greatest strength is that I'm a hardworking, dedicated, and consistent person. This I got when I was a child. Since I was told that I was an overweight child, and I was able to reduce my weight by consistently working really hard, looking after my diet, my studies, my football, playing football every day, running every day. I could do that all by together. For that, a mental strength was also needed, because even for functions, big functions, I like to attend, and if I had to eat like unhealthy food, I had to stop there and tell to my parents that I do not have to eat this, because I was on a perfect diet and I never made any any potholes to that. I always was consistent for that for years. That's why I was able to achieve my goal. I believe that these are my strengths.
Only one strength you mentioned here.
Consistency.
About your consistency,
Yeah.
losing
And
the weight.
during and also for
Listen
my
to the question first. Okay. You mentioned only one strength. Again, I'm telling you, don't have to be loud. Okay, just speak in the moderate tone, right? So you mentioned one strength of yours, that is being consistent. Anything else you have that will help you getting selected?
hard work and consistency, and also I am also good at time management. During my academics in my both my 10th and 12th, I worked every day for my academics, also for my fitness, by playing football every day, and also I could work for my studies daily on a daily basis. So I consider time management also my strength.
All right. Okay. Ashik, tell me, why do you want to join Merchant Navy?
So, as a kid, I have been seeing oceans, ports growing up. So, I became curious to know how these big ships move on the sea, how will be the life at the sea, or I was curious to know. And when I was in 9th class, I get to know about Merchant Navy from my neighbor, who is a brother who is like a brother to me. And when I researched more about this profession, I understood that this profession would give me the required financial stability for my life, because since in 2018 Kerala floods, I have lost my home. At that time, my father had to take a huge amount of loan of 12 lakhs to rebuild a new home. After that, my family have been facing continuous financial challenges. So I have to become financially stable as soon as possible and get into Merchant Navy. So I believe that Merchant Navy will get me to my goal.
Okay. All right. You mentioned financial stability here. It's a personal point, and then you told me that you're inspired by the ocean ship culture. Okay, that's a valid point here. Okay, my last question to you, it's a situational based question. Let's assume that your captain orders you to clean the toilet while working on board ship. What will be your approach? What will be your answer to it?
I will surely do it, sir, because I have seen my father working hard, really hard. Even he worked as a construction worker without telling us for a year in abroad. So I believe that if my captain ordered me to clean a toilet, as I am a deck cadet, I am working under the captain, I will surely do it without hesitation. So I will take the work and do my work, sir.
And what if you are being regularly forced to do that or ordered to do that?
I have no problem, sir, since I told that I do not have any problem of cleaning a toilet, and I am getting paid for that, for my
you are
job.
not getting paid for cleaning toilets
No,
over there.
I know, sir, but still my company, I am responsible of the ship's safety, both cleaning purposes, maintenance and everything. If my captain told me to painting, chipping, also if he wanted me to clean the toilets or any room spaces, I will definitely do without any hesitation, sir.
Okay, all right. I'll give you the feedback about this specific question later on. Okay, let's approach to your technical round with Tapan sir, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, Asik, let's start your technical interview. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First question is to you is, what is entropy?
Entropy is the degree of randomness of an object.
Of an object or of an
Of the molecules.
molecules, the randomness of a system. What will be?
System, sir.
System. Okay. What is the unit of entropy?
Unit of entropy is Kelvin, joule per Kelvin.
Joule per Kelvin. Okay. What is the formula of sugar?
C6H12O6.
That is the formula for glucose. I am asking the formula of sugar. Does there have any difference? Or both are the same?
Yes, they have a difference.
Okay. What is an electrovalent bond?
Electrovalent bond is made by the sharing of the electrons with two molecules.
With two molecules.
Between two molecules.
Okay. What is the chemical formula of CNG, LPG and LNG?
CNG is made mainly of methane, so it will be it is a compressed natural gas, so it will be CH4, and
LPG.
LPG is also made by from propane or butane, and the formula for butane is C4H10, and formula for propane is C3H8.
Okay. And LNG?
LNG is also made mainly of methane, so it will be CH4.
Okay. So what is the difference between CNG and LNG then?
LNG is liquefied natural gas. It is mainly used for industrial purposes in a huge amount, in a big industries, especially for making urea. 70% of the LNG is made to make urea, and the CNG is also used, is also known as a green gas because of its less emissions. So it is also used in vehicles and vehicle and transport purposes.
Okay, good. Next question is, what is exothermic reaction, and give me one example of it.
Exothermic reaction means the reactions which releases heat during the process.
Okay.
And an example will be
What will be?
When calcium hydroxide is mixed with water.
Calcium hydroxide or calcium oxide? What will be?
Calcium hydroxide, sir.
Calcium hydroxide. Okay. I will give you the next. Okay, moving on to the next question. What is nuclear energy? What do you understand by the nuclear energy?
Nuclear energy is made by the nuclear fission reaction.
What? Fiction?
Nuclear fission.
Fiction. What is fiction?
Fission means heavy two lighter nuclear are fused together, so there releases a huge amount of energy.
Okay, that is fusion.
That's fusion. This is
Fusion.
fission means heavy, so heavy nuclei is splitted apart to like.
Okay, that is called fission. Okay, that is the pronunciation. I think that is the wrong with you. Okay, carry on. Okay.
So this huge amount of energy is used to heat boil large amount of water. As this water evaporates, and using this vapor to rotate the turbines, electricity is produced.
Okay, what is electromagnetic induction?
Electromagnetic induction, due to the current flowing through a coil, the magnetic field will be induced. There will be a magnetic field, so there will be a induced current in the coil. So this is.
No, that is not correct. Okay. Define Fleming's left-hand rule.
Fleming's left-hand rule states that.
What is the use of it, and in which condition do we use it, and why do we use it? Okay.
It is used to find the direction of force, and it is used mainly in a motor to find the direction of the force of the conductor.
Conductor.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the law?
It states that the middle finger, the forefinger, and the thumb is kept mutually perpendicular to each other.
Okay.
Then our middle finger will give the direction of the represents the direction of the current. The forefinger represents the direction of the magnetic field, and then the thumb will give the direction of the force.
Force on which?
Force by the conductor. Force on the conductor.
Okay. If let's imagine we have a charged particle, and that charged particle is moving with some velocity in a magnetic field. So there will be a force on that charged particle. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. If it is moving perpendicular, then there
only
will be
in perpendicular direction.
That means if it is moving in parallel or anti-parallel, then due to the magnetic field, there will not be a force.
Okay. What is the magnitude of that force?
F is equal to QVB sin theta, and the theta represents the angle between the velocity of the charge and magnetic field, direction of magnetic field.
So as you said the formula, you know the formula. Okay. So if the particle is moving parallel, so theta becomes 0. So
yes,
there will be no force acting on the particle.
Yes.
But earlier you would say the parallel, there will be force. Is it
I
correct or no?
said there will not be any force.
You said that there will be force.
No, sir.
Okay. I might have it wrong. Okay. So if I want to find the direction of the force on that charged particle, that's a positive charge. So which formula? How will you find the direction?
We can use the right hand thumb rule where our fingers will represent the direction of the velocity, and the thumb will represent the direction of the magnetic field.
No, still left hand rule. Okay. What is sound?
Sound is a form of energy which travel through the medium due to the vibration of the oscillating particle.
Vibration of
oscillating particle.
Oscillating particles. Okay. So can you be more specific how sound travel inside a medium? Let's say there is air between me and you. There is air. So will the density of the air will be same, or it will be varying?
As the particle vibrates, there will be waves. The sound moves through the medium.
Okay.
So because of the disturbances produced. So
the question is the density between me and you. Is it same everywhere, or it is changing? What is happening here?
Like if we consider this room as the atmosphere is filled, air is filled, so the density will be same all over the room.
Same all over the room. Okay. No, sir, it won't be same. There will be rarefaction and compressions. There will be columns between me and you, and where is the sound is going, somewhere the particles will be very what?
Compression and
compression
rarefaction.
means they will be very close, and so it will have this maximum pressure area, and the next column will be of rarefaction, where density will be low. So it will not be the same density.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. State the law of gravitation.
The law of gravitation states that two bodies separated by a distance force will be acting on the two bodies, which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them.
Okay. So do we have any mathematical formula?
Yes, sir.
Can tell me.
F is equal to G m1 m2 divided by r square,
R square.
where
What
G
is-
represents the gravitational constant and its value is 6.67 into 10 raised to negative 18, negative 11.
11. Okay. So does the force between two particles, two point mass is there? So if I change the medium between these two particles, whether will the force will change or not?
No, it will not change. It does not depend
It
on
will
the
remain
medium.
same.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you said that the force is directly proportional to the product of mass. Okay. So why I cannot say, let's say I am saying no, force between the two charged particles is the not is the product, but it is the addition of the mass m1 plus m2. Is it possible?
No, sir. It is not
Why
possible.
I cannot say? Because multiplication is also addition. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
है ना? So why I cannot say कि no, I am saying this, it will be addition. What will the reason behind it? Why always product, not addition?
Sorry, sir. I don't know.
Okay. Who is the Vice President of India?
No, don't know, sir.
No. President?
Draupadi Murmu.
Mrs.
Mrs. Draupadi Murmu.
Okay. Okay, what is Tropic of Capricorn?
Tropic of Capricorn is an imaginary line which passes through 23.5 degrees south of the equator.
South of the
Equator.
equator. Does it pass from India?
No, sir.
From which hemisphere? Northern or southern?
Southern hemisphere.
Southern hemisphere. Okay. Which angle did you draw? Angle?
23.5 degrees
23.5
south.
degree. Okay. Who was the first president of India?
Dr. Rajendra Prasad.
Okay. What is the capital of Germany?
Capital of Germany is Berlin.
Berlin. Okay. What is atmosphere?
Atmosphere is the composition of gases which envelop the earth all around.
Okay, so how many layers does it have?
It have 5 layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere.
Ever heard about the epic Mahabharata?
Yes, sir. I
Familiar
have
with it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
I-
what was the
what, sir?
Mahabharata? Have you familiar with it? Are you familiar with it?
Not so much.
Not so much. Okay. Do you know there was Pandav and the Kauravas?
Yes, sir.
So there was 5 Pandavas,
Yeah.
brothers. Do you know the name of them?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Arjuna,
tell me. Arjuna.
Bhima,
Hmm.
that much only.
Only 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. There was the Yudhishthir, Bhim, Arjun, Nakul and Sahadev. Okay, those are the 5 names. Okay, no issue. Okay, name some famous canals and their locations.
One of the famous canal is Panama Canal. It is located in the Panama country in South America, and
Okay.
it connects it connects Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
And another famous canal is Suez Canal, which is located in Asia, in the Middle East, and it
In which country?
in Egypt,
Okay.
and it connects Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea.
Red Sea to the
Mediterranean Sea.
Okay. Good. What is the formula for volume of a cone?
Volume of a cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h.
What is H?
H is the height of the cone.
How will you measure height of the cone?
Height will be root of L square minus r square, where L is the slant height.
Okay, but let's say there is a cone simply sitting in there. So if I ask you how to find the height,
Like I will is there anything given, any measurements? Like,
No, no,
No.
you just have an inch tape.
yeah, I will measure it with like this. Like
From where?
the cone is this much. We will not measure the slant height whereby slanting
Okay.
it. We will keep
So-
it perpendicular to the surface.
Surface,
Measurement
so
will be perpendicular to
you
the
just
surface.
say from vertex to base.
Okay, sir.
The distance is called height.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the prime numbers between 1 and 20?
2 is an even prime number. Then 3, 5, 9,
9 is not prime number. 9 is divisible
11.
by 3. 11.
that much only, sir.
Bas.
Yes.
7.
I don't know, sir.
7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Those will be the numbers. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so you only told 3. What is the average of 10, 20, 30 and 40?
10, 20, 10, 30 and 10, 40.
No, no. Average of 10, 20, 30 and 40.
45.
45.
10, 45.
Average of numbers 10, 20, 30 and 40. Find the average
Okay,
of
yeah.
10, 20, 30 and 40.
30 degree.
30 degree.
Yeah, 30. 10, 30.
Very hard. You are not understanding the answer. There are, you have four numbers 10, 20, 30 and 40. What will be the average of these 4 numbers?
10 like
10,
10, 10,
1,
1,
0.
0.
Yeah, hearing
10,
like
20,
10.
30, 40.
I thought it's trigonometry.
Okay.
Okay. 10, 20,
20,
30 and 40.
Huh.
So it will be 100 divided by 4, 25.
25. Okay. Now you are getting my point. Okay. Next question. बस एक दो क्वेश्चन मैं पूछता हूँ. Then it will be over. If sin theta is 3 by 5, what will be the value of cos theta and tan theta?
Cos theta will be 4 by 5 and tan theta will be 3 by 4.
3 by 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay. बस कर दे. That will be all for your technical interview. Sir will give you review first.
Okay, Ashik, very quickly. Okay, so we'll start with the introduction. Everything in introduction is fine. I asked you a question: what struggles have you seen growing up? And you very well, spoke about it. The struggle that you have seen your father was away working in UAE. That's perfectly fine. Life at sea, you are only mentioning the hardships at sea, right? Simple answer for the question life at sea is advantages and disadvantages both. That there are good parts being at sea, working in merchant navy specifically, and then there are certain challenges that you can also cope up with, manage those challenges, by spending more and more time with more and more sales. Secondly, let's come to why merchant navy. You said you inspired by ocean, sea, and you also mentioned a very specific, your personal point. Kerala floods happened. Your father took loan of 12 lakhs. And then you have to, now you want to take the responsibility and give them monetary help. Again, I asked you this question that what if you are being told to clean the toilet? You said, sir, I will do it. Okay, and then I asked you again that what if only you are being pinpointed and you are being ordered, not anyone else? Then you will say that, sir, it's part of my job, which is not part of your job. Okay. Now, how you will answer this question? Number one. First of all, if somebody is telling you, specifically captain is telling you to clean the toilet, that means you might have done something which is worth, that punishment. Okay. Otherwise, the captain would have given you some other kind of punishment. But taking, his authority or his, his mind or the kind of understanding he has, you must have done something which required that kind of punishment. So once or twice you can do that. Okay. But that's not part of your job. Okay. Again, if you are being targeted or forced to do that, you can, I'll not say you will deny, you will not, protest against it. No, you will not do that. But you can speak about the same, with other people, or you can seek, a kind of, guidance that why I am being, or, you can just have communication with the captain that why I am being forced to do that. Because if one single person is being pinpointed to do specific kind of task, that to something like cleaning a toilet, that might result into being, getting bullied or, being harassed on board ship. Understood my question,
Yes,
answer,
sir.
right?
Yes.
Last, why should we select you? You mentioned you are a hard-working person, you are a dedicated person. You also mentioned your, losing weight journey. That is absolutely fine. But whenever you answer this question, why should we select you? Understand one thing. I am sitting here checking the qualities of a person which can be utilized on board ship. So always relate your skills with respect to the working culture of on board ship. That if you are hardworking, so relate to that how this hardworking skill will help you on board ship.
Okay,
If you are a team player, then how you will help, you'll contribute towards the effective team management on board ships. Always try to relate that. Okay. One last piece of advice: your confidence is good, but somewhere you are being loud. Okay, you have to speak in a very normal tone. Okay, it should not be low. Okay, your rate of speech, somewhere it was going, Taban sir will also, relate with me here. Okay, so just have to be, just
As
to
you
have,
are speaking in technical part, so that is the tone.
right? Okay,
Don't be too loud.
Okay, sir.
understood. Any questions from your side, Ashik?
Like sir, I just have a doubt. Like in fleet management, the chemistry part is like more important, or chemistry part is more important. Like
See, you have to understand that every subject has their own, value.
You
Okay.
can be so sure about which part is good or which
Right.
part is good.
I'm not saying that this is a very, they have lesser percentage of marks, all a lot of things. No, every particular subject has their value, equal values, right? So focus on every subject, right? Okay.
And sir, the toilet cleaning part, but what if they ask me like, you are then also you are like uncomfortable in that, and
No, nobody said you're uncomfortable. We are saying that you can do it. You will do it. You will not deny the order. Okay. But if you are being forced to do that, that it might result into some kind of pinpointing or harassing the particular person.
so if like that is happening, like can I say like I will report it to the companies? I can't.
No. It's not that big a deal. Okay. You can communicate. See, your first point of contact is your chief officers, captain. You can speak with them after doing this that particular thing. You can speak with them. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And communication is one thing that can sort out many problems.
Okay, sir.
Right?
Okay, sir.
No need to mention everything to the company.
Okay.
You are as a family over there, so maximum kind of issues can be resolved there only, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, Asik, the first question you told me, that was the entropy. Then unit of entropy is joule per Kelvin per mole. Okay, and you told me joule per Kelvin. Formula of sugar is C12H22O11. Okay, that is the formula of sugar, means sucrose. ठीक है? That was the formula. वो किसका था? That was for the
That
glucose.
I told for glucose.
Electrovalent bond is called the complete transfer of electron, that is ionic bond. Not, and you told me the covalent bond. Okay. Next was, who was the vice president of India? Vice president of India is who? Mr. C.P. Radhakrishna. Okay, he is from Tamil Nadu. Then capital was good. Again, atmosphere. Name the Pandavas, I already told you. Prime numbers again. ठीक है? 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 is not.
The prime number.
Then 11, 13, 17 and 19. ठीक है? The numbers which are divisible by 1 and itself only. Those are called prime numbers. Then what is sound? Sound, you told me, sound is energy produced by vibrations that travel through the medium. So the density of the medium will not be the same. Somewhere it will be rare fractions and somewhere it will be compression. So density will not same. Okay. Then define Fleming's left hand rule. That was good, but for the where there is a force, the direction of force find out करने के लिए we always need the right hand rule. Okay. The thumb will be pointing in the direction of force. ठीक है? On the positive charge. What is electromagnetic induction? Whenever the flux linked with any coil changes, there will be an induced EMF due to which there will be an induced current. That is the electromagnetic induction, and this is the first law given by Faraday. And the second law is that says the magnitude of induced EMF is directly proportional to the rate of change of magnetic flux. Okay, that was the electromagnetic induction. Again, nuclear energy was good. Test was good. ठीक है? So you are in green zone. ठीक है? But you need to read some part on your chemistry part. ठीक है? Chemistry थोड़ा पढ़ना पड़ेगा. Otherwise, all is good. Okay?
Okay.